Hello there everybody, welcome back to another Train Sim World 6 video. You join us on the Birmingham to Crewe route by All Aboard Studios, and we are in the class 390. It's a Pendo into Birmingham here at Wolverhampton. I believe this one actually has just come from the depot. You've got Oxley depot, which is just up here. So a few of the Pendos are stored there, and they come out, start at Wolverhampton and then supposed to start the journey down to London. So just awaiting the signal here, I think. Oh, we've already got it, so that's good. We'll take the DRA off and we'll get the doors shut. And so yeah, we drive one of the many layers available on the Birmingham to Crewe route. There's a lot of layers, a lot. Safety system's isolated. Shouldn't be. Oh, hang on. No, I know what it will be. There you go. They all now go off now once you're ready to go. Come on. The guard will be wondering what's going on. Wait for it to go off again. There we go, right. 15 miles an hour starting speed. We'll get the HUD off for this, why not? Let's press that there. Right, let's go. You can barely see the platform starter signal. And we're off. I'll check the audio as well, just as we're going along, make sure that's okay. Turn that maybe a little bit. Yeah, let's go for that. This is early access as well, this will come out tomorrow. As we make our way into Birmingham. Hopefully it's looking alright, we are on the PC for this. Or hopefully the next video will be on console. Potentially. 15. So we're at that time of the morning where the sun's blazing right down on the track. Cool. Yeah, I thought we'd do it HUDless. This bit doesn't seem too bad from Wolverhampton down to Birmingham. It's sort of 75 and 60 with a bit of 65 and a 50, I think, coming into New Street. Well, then down to 15 or so, 10 or 15. We should be alright. Running brake test. Yeah, we're working alright. So 15 out of here. Sure. And thanks to Dovetail Games for giving us the key to show this off as well. But of course the route is by All Aboard Studios. It's their first ever DLC for Train Sim World, and it's, well, it doesn't seem like their first DLC. You'd sort of think this would be like they've been doing it for years. But no, this is their first DLC. In fact, let's get a little photo as we're up here. Sort of a good spot to, of course there's the blooming pantograph pole in the way. The gantry pole. Why does the blooming gantry pole have to be in the way? Like, really? Let's get a little shot here. As we're sweeping our way over the viaduct here just outside of Wolverhampton. Another shot like that with the bush in the way, great. And we get one more like so. Yeah, that'll be right. Let's just looking out for the speed boards. 75 there. I don't know if it does go up. Yeah, I don't think we missed the 30, have we? We're about to pass the 75 board. I assume it's still 50. I thought we could have a cheeky look, couldn't we? Oh, it does go up to 30. Must be sort of as you clear of the points behind. You can see there the 30 is there. Didn't see it go up though. It's our first time running the route HUDless, so I thought we'd do this bit and in the Pendo as well. So it's Costley, Tipton, Dudley Port, Samwell and Dudley, stuff like that, Smethwick, Gayton Bridge, Smethwick Rolfer Street, and then New Street. I think that's all of the stations on this bit. There's 14 stations on this route, and basically half of them, well, more than probably 2/3 of them are below Wolverhampton. So after they sort of space out a bit. I don't know where the 75 ends. Is that before Smethwick? Just check to see how that's sounding for you guys now. Yeah, I'll turn that down a little bit now. That's getting a bit noisy. There we go. As we go up to a bit rather slow for the Pendo, 75 miles an hour. As we make our way into Birmingham. Which I would say it's our first time running into Birmingham New Street, but it's not. We have done there's like one Pendo service on the Cross City 170 timetable, which is like an empty service from Aston to New Street. So we have been into New Street before in a Pendo, but not quite like this. Proper a line run down from Wolverhampton. And I believe there is a 60 mile per hour. I assume it's the same on the up line, but there will be the 60 mile per hour limit after Costley. Assuming it's the same speed if you're on this line. Hopefully, maybe. So it feels quite slow in the Pendo, doesn't it, going at 75? Sort of so used to going at say 125 in this. When you get like below 90, it's like, this is slow. What have we got coming up here? 350. It's about 7:30 in the morning, so sort of pre-peak. Although I'd say sort of this is sort of rush hour. Sort of the early birds going up to work. A little shot here of the drain. Let's get it from that side. You've got the sun on that side. There we go. So this is Costley Station, I think it's pronounced. Sort of the northern suburbs of Birmingham. Oh, and there's a Pendo. Tailgating a 350. Right, let's come down to 60. I assume it would be, the same on going this direction. I'll probably slow down a bit early for it, but I don't really know where it is. There's a neutral section. Cool. Go down even further. I like the way that each of the gantry posts have the ID plates. That's quite nice to see. Double yellow. So I have to go slow anyway. Probably following a 350. Oh, it is 60. There we go. And it goes back up to 75, and then it will go down again. Where does it go down again? After Dudley Port, it comes down to 60. So you got Tipton and then Dudley Port. There's a 75, although saying that we are going to be on a yellow, most likely. This is Tipton already, and we've got a single yellow. So yeah, we're following something. Small little platform there at Tipton. Yeah, probably following a commuter service. One thing which does surprise me about this one is it's a 1 Zulu. Zulu is generally for sort of special services like rail tours. That's what the Zulu's usually reserved for that. But yeah, we're 1 Zulu 21. I don't think we're a rail tour service. Is that single? Let's say like a single yellow from here. Although TSW signals can be slightly deceiving at times. Yeah, that is a single yellow. I think we can all agree on that. So 75, double yellow. As we sort of follow alongside the canal here. Yeah, very strong start to CSW6 though, this route. Then you got Dudley Port Station. Yeah, very strong first DLC. Hopefully this one does do well, so it would be great to see All Aboard Studios do more. I mean, yeah, considering this is their first route and it looks like this, I mean, that's pretty impressive. Right, there's Dudley Port. So the speed will come down to 60 as we sort of go over the canal. There's history. The canals which came first, and then the railways took them over. That's on 350. Double yellow. Already down to 60. And again, on this route, you get the 350, /1, /2, and /3. So you get 3 subclasses of the 350. The 390, which we're driving now, is, well, basically any other train you see is a layer from older DLC. But so if you want the full experience, have the Class 390 and the probably the 170 there. And actually, and the Voyager. There's quite a lot adds to this route actually. The Voyager, the 390, and the 170 are, I'd say, the main layers for this. There are the TFW services, but there's a few less of them. So I'd imagine the train stops at Sandwell and Dudley. So that's one of the bigger stations on the route, or at least on this stretch we're on now. And back up to 75. That looks like a red up ahead. It sort of looks more orange from a distance, and you get closer and it sort of goes red. So TSW signals. Cool. I wonder what is ahead. I want to sort of have a little cheeky look to see what's ahead of us. If we stop for a while, we'll have a little look. Yeah, I was going to try and roll it forward slowly, but I think we'll just come to a stop. Yeah, that's a stop. I'll set that to neutral and click the DRA as we sit and wait. Let's have a little look. What are we waiting for? What is it? Wolverhampton to 4. So that's probably a 323. There's actually some, if you own Cross City, you do get some of the Class 323. Class 323 is coming over to here, which is quite cool. The Hyper Networker. And roll around to the next signal. I can already see Samwell and Dudley right round the corner there. Oh, double yellow now. That's lovely, doesn't it, the route? The route does look really good. So much foliage, the build. What's that over there? What's that? It's like some sort of, is that artwork on the building, or is that just like a shadow? See that over there on that building? And yeah, hopefully this is looking good on your screens. Again, we are on the PC. We're at screen percentage 100 and all the settings are maxed out. So hopefully it's looking alright. So we had a double yellow. And even the bridges as well. If we take a little look at the bridges, they've all got their ID plates as well, which is rather impressive to see. If we can even get round to one. Hey, oh, there we go. So it's 5 miles 34 chains. I assume that's probably from Birmingham New Street. There's 80 chains in a mile. So that's about 5 miles and a half from New Street. And then Underhill usually is the route. Well, that's the bridge code, and Underhill will be the route it's on. So not sure, but that would be the route it's on. Oh, there's a TFW service. like down this way on the Seaford branch. I think it's Southerham to Seaford, but it's measured from London, I think. That's a double yellow again. As we pass by Sandwell and Dudley. Almost feels like we're an empty service, but we're not. We are in service. Just running fast. Well, I believe some of the Pendos do stop at Sandwell and Dudley. Oh, there's a Voyager. Nice. We have a little look-see on here. Yeah, Euston. So there are some which do stop at Sandwell and Dudley. Pendo sounds real. I don't know, we haven't driven the Pendo in a while, but it sounds good. I don't think we got any mods on for it. That sounds rather good. So speed remains at 75. Does it come down to 65 before is it Smethwick? Smethwick, Gayton Bridge? So we're following that stopper. Let's just come down to a really slow speed and then sort of just roll up to the signal. It's probably better for the passengers mentally instead of just stopping all the time. And just roll really slowly up to it. Just so it feels a bit better for the passengers. There you go, single yellow. So I assume that then maybe takes us to the platform starter signal at Gayton Bridge. Assuming that 323's just left the station. And that's an automatic signal as well. You get that little, like, on the signal identification plate, there's two white lines. And with that, it means it's an automatic signal. So it does all of the work and the signaller doesn't need to do anything. 65, there you go, just before Gayton Bridge. Banner repeater saying it's clear. Hopefully it's not lying to us. Yep, single yellow. No one's on the platform, they've all been scooped up by that 323. I don't think we actually had those services on Cross City. Like the one which is ahead of us is what was it, from Wolverhampton to Four Oaks. I don't remember seeing those services on Cross City, unless it's set when they weren't running, or just not included. Or at least being able to drive that bit from New Street to Four Oaks. So it's maybe Wolverhampton is where some of the 323s are stored, up at Oxley. Maybe. I don't really know this area that well. So let's probably stop at, is it Rolfe Street? Smethwick, Rolfe Street? So if we go nice and slow, hopefully it will change. Maybe. That signal change. Really, it's going about 2 miles an hour. Don't want to come to a stop, but I think we probably will have to. Still moving, very slowly. If it comes to a stop, it comes to a stop. Yeah, it stopped. Is the DRA on? Where is it? There it is. There. But yeah, running nicely at the moment. 60 FPS. Oh, now it's changed. Brilliant. Right, let's go again. So single yellow, although ideally there's no other stops between Smethwick, Rolfe Street and New Street, so that train should be well, not really in our way now. So I went up to a double yellow just as we passed it. This is Smethwick, Rolfer Street. There we go. Still 65, and it'll come down to 50, I believe, near the tunnel coming into New Street. Double yellow, is that double yellow? Yeah, green now, even better. Cool. And we're then to go past Soho Depot as well, where some of the 323s are stored. As that's one of the things which people weren't too happy about when Cross City came out, which is the other route in the area. There was no depot in it, but it's quite a way, I suppose, from New Street, Soho Depot. Just coming up now, I think, on the right. Yes, this is the depot here where some of the 323s are stored. Green, good. In fact, there's even one in there at the moment. So I suppose you could do a service from the depot and then jump over to Cross City line. Look at the details here as well. If we quickly go into photo mode, you've even got the little access point information as well. Again, little details like this are really just sort of nice to see. Look at that. That is, I mean, that will be the. Look at that, and it gives you even the speed limits of the line as well. We come out a bit. Wait, come out. There. Look at that. Gradient as well. Get your postcode, your references. I mean, this is cool. See the downstower, the upstower. Upstower, is that how you say it? Up Soho. Yeah, very cool. So we're following the canal along a little. But this will probably just be the two videos you'll see today, and then yeah, hopefully tomorrow will be on the console. I'll probably do one more on the PC, and then we'll jump over to console 40 miles an hour in fact for going this way. Neutral section. Double yellow. Green, good. Well, now on the approach to Birmingham New Street. As you through the tunnel and then we're there. But I hope everyone's enjoyed the video. If you have made it this far in, thanks all for watching. And yeah, thanks to Dovetail Games for giving us a key to show it off, and obviously thanks to Audible Studios for making it. And yeah, for the first route doing this out of Birmingham New Street, wow. And what will they do next? East Coast Mainline South? Bit funny coming into the tunnel here, there we go. I've got green light, green signal. There's the 40 just as you're coming into the tunnel. Yeah, slightly weird lighting in the tunnel. Sort of just as it loads in, I suppose. And then down to, what, 15 miles an hour? Which I assume will be at the portal. As we come out of the tunnel. Or maybe before. Platform 2. I'm at 15. On some platforms it comes down to 10. But I think we're 15. 10. 10 for us as well. Pop that down. I was a smidge late for that, but that's fine. And this is Birmingham New Street. Got the turbo stars in there, the cross-country turbo stars. I don't think they run out this way towards Wolverhampton. That's probably the train we were following there, the 323. There's a bit of a gradient as well. You're going downhill, I believe, into New Street. Then it sort of levels out a bit once you're in the platform. And yeah, there's no announcements on the 390 as well, as it is a TSW 5 train. Cool. And yeah, New Street has been improved, so you've got new lighting here, and there's also the train dispatch units as well. So you can theoretically dispatch trains if you wanted to, although that doesn't quite work. But yeah, you could pretend. Yeah, there's the little bugger we were following. Oh, we got the green signal. Oh no, hang on, no, ooh, that's for the other platform. Almost looks like our platform there, but no, that's the other one. Where's our signal then? Hidden behind, there you go, hidden there. I assume it was probably just to the end. So I think even on Cross City Line you didn't actually have stop markers here. So just stop when you're in. So we'll go down towards the end. There's a Voyager, look at that coming in. Nice. So uphill into New Street. Right, there we go. I think that will probably be okay. Do that. U, DRA on. There we go. Probably working its way in, isn't it? Well, that is going to be it, everybody. Hopefully everybody has enjoyed it. And the lighting's broken on these at the moment. It's a bit dark. There's the right away stuff, train ready to part. Quite cool. But yeah, that's coming from me. Hopefully everyone has enjoyed it. Links usual places, Discord, PayPal, merch store. And yeah, this comes out tomorrow, £29.99, PlayStation 5, Xbox Series and PC, not on PS4 or Xbox One. See you all and take care. Bye guys.